everyone, it is Mark Berman from TVMI. It is Thursday, April 30th, and I would like to welcome you back to our daily videocast. And I must begin on a personal note and wish my younger daughter Morgan a very happy 13th birthday. We now have another teenager in the house. Now, in current TV news, let's begin with ABC. The network has canceled four-year-old drama Revenge. It aired for 89 episodes. This was a show that in its first season on Wednesday at 10 o'clock, the ratings were solid. The water cooler buzz was very strong. And then ABC moved it to Sunday in the second season. Well, it suffered what you would call a sophomore slump. The ratings declined. The buzz really diminished, and it was never the same again on Sunday. So Revenge is ending, and the final episode will be airing on May 10th. On Syfy, that network has also swung the axe on its two-year-old drama, Helix. That show in its first season had solid ratings, also had gotten buzz, but in the second season it just lost a lot of steam, and Syfy has opted not to do a third season of Helix. So Revenge and Helix have been canceled. Over at Fox, the network has announced a new competition series. It is called Home Free. It will feature contestants vying for their dream home, and it will debut on Wednesday, July 22nd at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Last Friday, as you know, Bruce Jenner sat down with Diane Sawyer for his 2-hour tell-all on the expanded edition of 2020. Well, based on the Live Plus same-day data, ABC was crowing that it averaged 17.1 million viewers. Well, guess what? If you factor in 3 days of DVR usage, an additional 3.6 million viewers tuned in. That brings the total audience to the Bruce Jenner 2020 interview to date to 20.7 million viewers. Once you factor in the Live Plus 7-day usage, that will probably be about 22 to 23 million. And this proves the value of network television. There still is the availability of an audience, even on a Friday evening, if you put something on worth watching. Now, this is very interesting. NBC has a new crime solver coming up called Aquarius. It's going to star David Duchovny, who is also doing the revival of The X-Files. Well, this is debuting with a 2-hour episode on Tuesday, May 28th on NBC. The network has decided that after the 2-hour installment debuts, the network will make all initial 13 episodes available on NBC.com and the NBC app. So ultimately what NBC is doing is it's taking a page from Netflix. It's putting all the episodes out there if you want to watch them, but it will also be airing one individual episode per week in the series regularly scheduled Thursday, 9 p.m. hour this summer. So, ultimately, NBC is trying to get with the times. It makes sense, so you can binge watch Aquarius if you want, but you could also wait and watch one episode per week. This is the first time any broadcast network is doing that. Yesterday morning, I attended the Hulu Upfront in New York City. It was a packed house. A lot of interesting announcements were made, including, I mentioned this yesterday, but Hulu has acquired the off-network rights to classic NBC sitcom Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld was there, and one of the big announcements was Hulu has signed a deal with AMC. It will be streaming all original programming upcoming on AMC, including the highly anticipated spin-off series from The Walking Dead. Netflix, meanwhile, has announced it will be producing, or will be eventually streaming, 13 episodes of Green Eggs and Ham, which is based on the classic Dr. Seuss book. Ellen DeGeneres will be one of the executive producers, and she mentioned on her talk show this week that Green Eggs and Ham will not debut on Netflix until 2018, and this will be animated, of course. Today in TV history, let's go back to 1975. We had the movie pilot episode of Starsky and Hutch on ABC. Ultimately, the following fall, it debuted as a regularly scheduled series, and it stayed on the air for 4 seasons, and Starsky and Hutch came from Aaron Spelling, who was the ultimate hitmaker. And on this day in 1997, we had the puppy episode of ABC sitcom Ellen, where Ellen DeGeneres officially comes out on the sitcom. This was an historical episode. It had huge tune-in. Unfortunately, after this happened the following season, the whole focus of the sitcom changed, and Ellen was canceled the following spring. But this was, no doubt, a very pivotal episode in the history of television, the puppy episode of sitcom Ellen on this day in 1997. That is our daily video cast from TVMI on this 30th day of April. I thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you back tomorrow. Take care.